I've made this link tree so it's easier for you guys to get into contact with me. If you want to find out more about the course, it's over on my Buy Me a Beer. If you want to simply get into contact with me, it's over on my crypto Twitter or my crypto Instagram. How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here, back with another Bitcoin update, starting off on the weekly time frame, and we must say things are looking incredible. If we get rid of these moving averages for now, we can see that ever since reclaiming this purple one over here and confirming its support, we've continued this pump, signaling that we are in an uptrend on the weekly time frame, but understanding that there are some key resistances up ahead that we need to push through and to confirm as support. Otherwise, we're going to reject them as resistance and continue lower. Now, I'm going to get rid of this blue one and talk about this orange one. For many weeks, and other people are using different moving averages that already crossed over here, something called the bearish or the death cross. Now, I was actually telling everyone, all of my students, actually since January, that I do believe that we're going to stop this from crossing. The only way you stop this from crossing is by doing an EMA repel, and then an EMA repel sends you in a slingshot motion. This is what I told each of my students as we were coming up into this area. A lot of my students were saying, Louis, no, this is a resistance. But of course, me being the teacher, I know a bit more. So I was saying, no, guys, listen. If we actually want to enter a bull market, the only way is by actually pushing above this. We can't get rejected and lose these EMAs. Otherwise, you will form this death cross and we will continue lower and lower and lower. But with the actual moving average setup that I use, it never crossed over. What everyone else has used, it did cross over. And I don't even use this moving average. I use a completely different one over here. They were nowhere near to crossing over. So what we're doing, we're getting this EMA repel where you get this slingshot motion above the moving averages. And what we can see with this weekly candle close is that there's no momentum dying. The momentum is strong. We got no wicks to the top over here. Look at this big wick downwards. I do not want to go down anymore. Look at this one. I don't want to go up anymore. So we start going down to the point where it found support on this resistance over here. Wicks going up, wicks going down, and then we go in reverse. Wicks going down. I no longer want to go down. I start to go up. I started to go down, create my wicks. I don't want to go down. I want to go up. Don't want to go down, I want to go up. But this time we actually broke through the moving averages. This is incredible, guys. This states that Bitcoin is now in a weekly bull market with no momentum dying off at the moment. So the anticipation is that we do continue this pump to 30k, which is what I've been saying on the channel for some months now. I even made some thumbnails saying 30k as one video and 50k as another video, because in actual fact, since the turn of the year, I think even last year at the end of last year in November, I was talking about potential pumps all the way back up to 50k. Now, already made some videos on the YouTube, but yeah, let's go discuss what I was talking about last week and how we needed to see a weekly candle close above 26,400, and boom, we've done so. I also made some posts on my Twitter discussing how this dump set the stage for a pump to 30k, and there you go, we're almost at 30k. So guys, if you appreciate everything I do on the channel, send in your super thanks, send in your super chats, or whatever you want to call them. I've also got a buy me a beer option. We actually had someone that sent me a beer in. This is incredible. The first person to buy Louis a beer, although I have been sponsored by a beer company. I haven't been Freddo Fox, so go check them out. I got sponsored them by last year, and they're actually a crypto-based beer company, so go check them out. But yeah, it's cool. I knew that some people wanted to buy me some beer, so I had to open that thing up. Really cool. So thank you so much for that. Again, if you want me to teach you this, I've got my link tree in the top right corner, in the description down below, in the comment section pinned at the top, where you can find my Instagram or Twitter. Make sure you follow me there for more updates throughout the day. But that is where you can contact me about the course or the mentorship and the chat. But you can find information already on my Buy Me a Beer link. There's the courses and mentorship there if you want to take action without actually getting into contact with me. There is info there. But yeah, it's really nice that Bitcoin is setting up and doing the things that we were anticipating, and it's because that we set a criteria, and if these criteria are met or not met, we know something is going to happen or not. So for example here, when we've come down, you're meant to come back into here and just hold it as resistance before continuation lower. Look, I'm going to show you guys. Look, if I get rid of all these candles over here, look how the moving averages were setting up. Can we see that we were under them, coming back in into them as resistance, lining up with this golden pocket, which is a fib retracement area where you're meant to retrace to before continuation lower. And it didn't even hold as resistance. So this is something that with experience you'll get, but this is those experiences, they're going to come from losses, but luckily enough I've taken those experiences so that you don't have to, and they're all in the course and the chat and the mentorship. Strategies that I was taught, but strategies that I came up with by myself simply by noticing patterns in the market over 4 years of market experience here. And so what we see is the reversal wave being created, and when that happens, all you need to do going forward is hold this as support. You see the moving averages now creeping up, where before they were going down, before we were just coming into them as resistance. But can you see with that green candle there, there's not many wicks. Even with that one, there's not many wicks. So we continue with the momentum. Take this back to the weekly time frame. Look at that, strong momentum. So I'm expecting another crazy pump this week. Look at the targets that we've got above the 1618 at 30k. We've got 32 to 36k, and this is tying up with some analysis that I was doing in the chat. There's another chart in my chat where I was actually telling everyone the moment Bitcoin gets above 23k, not 26, 23k, the bull market begins. And we came back down to that area over here. We were holding at support, had a little scare, but reclaimed it, and that's why we get that continuation. I'll show you that chart in the next Bitcoin update. That's a chart from the turn of the year that we already had, saying that if Bitcoin ever does close weekly candles above 23k, let's check these weekly candle closes. So no, it did lose it a few times, but this was the area that you need to reclaim, and then boom, we've done so. We've broken the high. You've now made a higher high. You're above the moving averages. You've got weekly higher highs. You're in a weekly uptrend, which just means weekly bull market. That means for the next months and months and months and months, even up to a year, we should be going up not in a straight line, but having dips. This is exactly what I said over here at 40,000 once we lost it in January 2022, pretty much last year, a year and a few months since I actually got out of crypto and started re-entering at 25, 26k and 17. Between 17 and 26k is my entry point for crypto, and I started to go a bit heavier over here. So that's pretty much it for today's update. I teach you all of this in my one-to-one mentorship. Again, I've got 2 slots at the moment. Once these are gone, I'm not going to have slots for a while. So please do take action there. Of course, discounted, as I permanently discounted the course. So what you'll get is 10 hours of one-to-one help, but also a 6-hour-long 30+ video pre-recorded course that will teach you from zero knowledge into a self-sufficient trader, on top of my 10 lessons of one-to-one with the most updated and personalized lessons to you. People have struggles with even just using TradingView. I will help you with this so you have a smooth system, essentially. All your risk management plans, how to stay profitable, all the psychology and mindset, the trading days, the secret charts, everything you need, the strategies that I came up with myself and that I was taught, all these pattern recognitions. It's all in the course and in the mentorship. If you want the one-to-one help, then go over to my link tree where you can find my Instagram or my Twitter. Make sure you're following me over there on my other socials. But please do get into contact me. More information is on my Buy Me a Beer link, which you can find in my link tree. And if you do simply want to buy me a beer or donate to the channel, you can do so through the Buy Me a Beer or the Super Chat or Super Thanks tools. Thank you guys. Check out those channel memberships. There's a link tree in the comment section or the description down below, or even in the top right corner. You can just click it over here somewhere, and yeah, it can take you to my crypto Twitter, Instagram, where you can private message me. If you want to actually just take action on the course or the mentorship without talking to me, head over to my Buy Me a Beer. Now, I'll bring up a page looking like this. You can even get one single mentorship session anyway, but all the details that you need here, you get 10 sessions, and here you get 30+ videos, 6-hour course, and yeah, all the information you need is over here.